Okay, we're back. And we're gonna just clear out Elf pretty quickly. Shatter should kill pretty much anything in here, honestly. I don't care about luring anything because there's like only a couple things that won't die to Shatter. Including animated weapons, air elementals. I can't really think of anything else. Oh, hey. Deep Elf Mage. Guess I should be a little more careful since I'm going to be running out of mana here. Let's see if the trees can slow this guy down. I probably won't get LCS'd at least. Anyway, one thing I just remembered I should be doing, I should be channeling. I totally forgot that this staff can do that, and it's a perfectly legitimate way to get your mana back. It's, as far as I know, it's like the same rate as resting anyway. It's just faster. So that's something to keep in mind. I could have been doing this whole time. I'm going to drop this whip, and I am going to turn off Scrolls of Enchant Weapon, because pretty soon I'm going to have unarmed combat anyway. But yeah, I should not forget that channeling is a thing. Like here. Channel. This would be a good reason to train a little more evocations, actually. I'm hoping that a book spawns with Pog. That would be like Christmas. Be a good thing to find. By the way, you can blow up Earth Elementals with LRD. Okay, 4 Potions of Resistance. You know, I'm on the fence about this, but I'll tell you what, I want this trove. Because it could be something real nice. I'm going to drop a whole ton of things before I do this. Let's just drop everything, really. Just so my inventory is empty. Oh, right, I dropped the potions. Alright, what's in here? That's an interesting... What is this, like a general store? This is an odd little collection of things. Okay. Fine. Let's identify the amulets, I guess. We've already identified Amulet of Harm, so I shouldn't be worried. Don't want Guardian Spirit. Okay, that's an interesting ring. Sadly, I don't really... that +7 intelligence is hard to pass up. But with that said, it's got RC minus. No, I'm not going to wear it. If I happen to find a bunch of extra RC, then maybe. But I'm not going to walk around with a penalty to resistance. It's not worth it. Let's wear all of our clothes again. Cool. Okay, that's everything. So we didn't really get anything out of that. That was a bust. I think we may have gotten some potions or something, but in general, I would have preferred to have my resistance potions probably, unless there was a haste in there, which I don't think there was. I guess I could check the log here. Just kind of checking what I picked up. I got a Phantom Mirror, not all that useful now that we don't have to even kill TRJ. They're okay. Yeah, we didn't really get anything of great value. What a shame. Okay, well that's fine. Let's go back into Elf, finish it out. This is very satisfying, by the way. Just crashing through everything. I mean, with a 9th level spell and no spell hunger to worry about, if you're losing, then you're doing something wrong. Let's blink. I'll just use the forest to deal with this. By the way, we have Stone Claws now, even if they're only level 1. It's pretty cool. Granted, our unarmed combat's not great. Still neat. It's kind of like the troll from the last series, from the last win. No corpses. Well, there are corpses, but they're rotted out. Book of Transfigurations, another source of dragon form. Not that we're probably going to go in that direction anytime soon. Still don't have the spell levels for it. But maybe. Oh man, I am just waiting for the day when the game gives me Pog. It may not, but I always hope that it does. It makes this game so much easier. By the way, if you look, the noise level is pink. It's so full. It's like the maximum noise possible. Let's channel a little more. Wanda polymorph. No thanks on that. Oh, let's drop this confusion. We don't need it. I'll look at my artifacts real quick, see if I've missed anything. Looks like I haven't. Okay, now there's really no reason for us to bust into the Hall of Blades. And Shatter, killing things with Shatter in here is a little bit annoying anyway, so I'm probably not going to bother. As much as I'd like to have the experience, it's not that important. You don't really get a lot out of it. I think we may be next to the vault here. So let's go down a different staircase. Alright, elementals don't really go down to Shatter. Like water elementals. They count as amorphous. Yeah, so you can see how Shatter just erases these guys. I mean, they're just gone. Let's walk away. I ran out of mana. I don't think I could get one-shotted by this stuff. Not to get too cocky. It's a good thing to remember on any character. Even if you can erase most of the things on the screen at any given time, that doesn't mean that they can't erase you too. But the rest of this should be smooth sailing. It's been, you know, I actually think this is the first time I've done level 9 spells on this channel. And this is actually not even the best level 9 spell. Shatter, I would say, is the worst damaging level 9 spell. Because of its limitations, because of the things that it can't hurt. I mean, it's kind of hard to compare because, like, Firestorm, for example, doesn't hit everything on the screen, so that's something where it's worse than Shatter, but it does more damage, and it doesn't have like certain things that it just can't do anything to or do much to, like the way that Shatter has the amorphous and flying penalty. I guess if something has RF plus, like it's going to be not as good. But you could Firestorm an Orb of Fire to death. You know, there's damage. There's a damage component to that that's completely separate from fire. So, but like Shatter doesn't work against ghosts. Shatter doesn't work against flying as well. Shatter doesn't work as well against jellies, as you've seen. Yeah, we're just going to take the Earth Magic to 27, I suppose. And then we can get Shatter down to... Ideally, we want it to be yellow without the help of wizardry. Which I don't know if we're going to get. Also, these guys drained me. But that shouldn't last too long. Oops. Lost Souls showed up. Oh boy. I think the safest thing is actually to Shatter here, since it'll clear this stuff out in all likelihood. We really are clearing things out quickly. I mean, geez. I'm gonna identify this scroll. It's brand weapon. I don't want it, so we'll turn that off. Moon Troll armor. Interesting. If you're wondering why I'm identifying these rings, I have no real reason. Just kind of doing it. Orb of Vines, I love that item. That's one of my favorite items. We may wear it, we may not. For now, I think I need the MR+, but probably not when I level up a little bit more and gain some natural MR. Ooh. Okay, well that's a ring that's some RF++. That's totally worth wearing, and we're gonna wear it. I don't care about the minus stealth, because you know what? I'm casting Shatter all the time anyway. Manual of Longblades. Yeah, Grand Grimoire and Book of the Warp. We've got access to some of those translocations I've been complaining about. Pretty good stuff. Malign Gateway, I wouldn't be surprised if we could already cast. Nah, 77%, but I'll tell you what, I would rather have Book of the Warp. I'm going to have to choose between them. I'm going to mark that as something I want to buy, mark that as something I want to buy. Let's hold off on that. Manual of Shields, that might be worth purchasing, so we'll mark it. But still no passage. There's a cloak we might want to try. still haven't actually checked the vault, I don't think. Or have we? It's hard to tell. For a second I thought that I had like just shattered the entire vault open. Box of beasts, that's good. Big pile of gold, that will assist us in buying all this stuff. Looks like the vault was emptied out to a large degree by the elves. I'll take this lamp of fire. Book of ice we do not want. I'm gonna actually stop carrying around rocks. Yeah, this character doesn't really, at this point, doesn't need stones to carry. Necronomicon. That's a good find. Will be useful in the end game. Not quite yet. Okay, let's pick up Book of a Warp. My instinct is to immediately start working towards Controlled Blink. Unfortunately, Shatter is still a 7%. Let's try this cloak on. Magic resistance, okay. I like that. Got a couple scrolls of enchant armor here, so we can even do that. And the thing is that I don't need poison resistance because I just go into staff form if I'm dying of poison, no problem. Alright, or I'll drink a cure potion. Oh no, you know, not a big deal. Okay, we got our scroll of summoning and another scroll of fear. So now I feel a lot better about, in general, what's going on here. I'm gonna turn on spellcasting for a little while. That'll help us with Shatter more, and it'll also get us to the point where we can at least memorize Controlled Blink. Man, if we had Sea Blink online, that would make Vaults 5 a cinch. Very, very easy. Okay, now we're going to wear Robe of Vines, and not the Robe of Magic Resistance. We're going to heal insanely fast. It's going to be really cool. Okay, that's Elf. Yeah, that is Elf. Now, you know, I've thought about this. Since we don't have Controlled Blink online yet, but we do have Shatter really, really, really castable, that tells me that I should just go to Depths, honestly. And I'm going to go ahead and do Depths real quick. So this will be Elf and Depths. I may even want to wear Wizardry in case this starts to... in case this somehow... I was going to say I may even want to wear Wizardry to avoid miscasts, but I really shouldn't have red miscast on that for much longer. Now this may seem a little bit silly, using Shatter here so much. I mean, I'm really just blocking off the staircase if things go wrong. Whoa! Let's Shatter and... uh-oh. 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 Let's go up. Oh boy, that's a lot of damage. We'll Shatter this stuff. You know what? Do something I should have done a while ago. I'm going to Fear. Yeah, that was bad. That was some reckless play. This is one of the reasons I don't like using level 9 spells, because personally, and I think this is a common problem, but maybe it's just me, as soon as I get level 9 spells, I get the impression that I'm like invincible. And then I start doing some pretty ludicrous, silly things. Suboptimal. And apparently, being on tape does not protect me from that. Uh-oh. We're going to want to kill that. By the way, these spark wasps they have bad MR, so I really should just be petrifying them like so. And then shattering them since they're flying. Alright, easy enough. Crystal walls, huh? This will get cleared out really easily. Oh boy. We'll leave as soon as we kill a couple more of these guys. Even if they are flying, it still does quite a bit of damage. Okay, yeah, let's leave. Oh boy. Okay. That was, I stayed one turn longer than I should have. I think it's possible but unlikely that I could have died there. I really should just be in staff form pretty much all the time. Even if it does make me slower, which it does. Oh, let's just walk away from all this. One of the cool things about Shatter, which I'll show you soon, is that stair dancing becomes way more fun because I can just make a ton of noise, draw half the level to a staircase. Okay, now it's impeded. No problem. We just roll right over to the next staircase. Okay, hey, we've got C-Blink. So that means I can drop that book. And you know, I'm going to finish out summoning, or training Earth, and then we'll go straight into translocations. Because I really want that to not be a 6%. Hey, holy word. I definitely want that scroll, and I definitely want that potion of haste, but we're low on gold, so we can't afford it yet. Whoa, I still have tabs set to throw things. Don't want to throw the nets whimsically. So what we'll do is, well, what I did is I turned, I put the exclamation point F inscription on it so it doesn't fire automatically. Okay. I kind of want to pop into Vestibule real quick. We're only 24 minutes in. I can do like Elf, Depths, and Vestibule. But you know what? Let's finish out Depths first. Oh, hello. Oh boy. Let's staff form. Let's go up. There we go. Now, we have this sort of odd crystal layout here. Oh, this is going to be good. Boom. Most of those things were susceptible to shatter to a large degree. But yeah, we have this crystal layout here, which is incredibly easy, yeah, to blow up. the Shining Eye there. Let's just go up, hope we don't get malmutated, and we do not. Oh, a lot of stuff waiting for us. I probably should have known that, since it's close to the... Oh my. Floating Eye. I'm gonna go up. Please do not paralyze me. Okay, now let's go to the staircase I intended to go down, which is a little bit further away from all that stuff. Still getting use out of Yara's. Few and far between, but it's happening. Can he paralyze me? No, he cannot. Good. What is happening here? Didn't want to get paralyzed again. That's fine. Okay, this time, let's make a forest. Oh no! Spells are easier to cast but less powerful. It's like the worst thing. And frail. Cool. This is my fault for well, for being in staff form while fighting that thing. Lamp of Fire fails me as usual. I'm just going to let these spiders handle this for me. Oh my god, this doesn't want to die. Okay, he's paralyzed. Let's just whack him with my stone claws. Shouldn't really be shying away from melee so much. So what are we going to do about these really terrible mutations? I guess I'll drink a mutation. I've got robust again, so I'm back to normal. Well, I went from frail to more robust, which is average. But we still have that minus, that plus whiz, but minus spell power. Really terrible. Really, really bad. It's not like it's like game breaking, but it's not pleasant. I really like the fact that I can petrify things and then hit them for insane damage with Shatter. So that's one option. If you're trying to get more bang for your buck out of Shatter for things that you normally wouldn't be able to damage with Shatter, if the MR is not amazing, then that's the way you do it. Was there a... I think that was a ghost moth, somehow not draining my mana very quickly. That's surprising. Okay, we got some mutated meat here, so let's eat it. Vision blurs. Oh my god, it got worse. We've managed to make it worse. Oh man. Well, I guess since we're down to 2% with our forced minus spell power plus whiz times 2, let's just go ahead and train some T-Lokes. I wanted to get unarmed combat, but Sea Blink takes a priority. Looks like we got the Book of Burglary, and that gives me passage. That's really awesome. To the extent that, actually that changes my whole game plan, because what we're going to do is we're going to amnesia off controlled blank. We're going to memorize POG. We're going to drop Book of Burglary, and we're going to turn on unarmed combat. We're going to use up this, this book. And now let's finish out the depths. And you know what? I promise you, at some point, I'm gonna get rid of this nasty mutations. But before then, I imagine they'll get worse. Okay. That's 2 floors. Now for the third. No, I don't intend to become like a super unarmed combat guy like my troll was. I'm simply training it as a backup, and because I happen to have found an unarmed combat manual. So we're just going to use up the manual. I mean, we have stat forms, so it's like, why not? Hello. Some books we probably don't care about. I feel much better now that I have POG. I think you're going to see this character's play improve quite a lot now that I have that to fall back on, which I think is kind of a cop-out, actually, because if you're going to be good at the game, you should be able to play without POG. I personally believe that the devs are going to nerf POG before too long. It's just way too powerful, honestly, compared to pretty much any escape ability in the game. Maybe they'll raise the level, I don't know. I mean, you could, like, I don't want to give them any ideas, but you could remove Control Blink entirely and put POG in its place, and that would be totally legitimate, in my opinion. Thankfully, that hasn't happened yet. Okay, yeah, I don't really need any of this stuff. I guess I could use Regenerate, maybe, but my spell levels are kind of at a premium right now. I don't have very many. Wait, what am I doing? I should not be lackadaisically spamming Shatter with all this stuff around. Okay, this is fine. See, with POG, I make a mistake, or I make even a slight misplay, and POG erases the problem for me. You know, I just POG right around and go to the staircase, whereas if I didn't have it, I would have probably at least considered using resources there. Okay, I'm hungry. I really need to fix my RC file one of these days so that I butcher and eat corpses when I'm hungry, rather than way after that. This Robe of Vines is really neat, by the way, because if I want to heal with potions, I can just go into stat form. And if I don't, every time I come out of stat form, well, I'm getting hit points. It's like a win-win almost. Oh no, what am I gonna do? There's a Titan near me, and he can lightning bolt me for a lot of damage. Oh, I'll just POG. It's the golden spell. It doesn't save you from all bad situations, but if you have Pog and you die, you've probably faulted pretty badly. That's my opinion. Whoa, this Eden just shows up next to me. Come on. I guess I have to make this, yeah, he missed I missed like 3 or 4 iron shots in a row. So I guess I'm gonna have to use, tree form, or tree summon. Okay, finally. Jeez, that was rough. Okay, let's go stat form for this, since he's doing electricity. Come on, wow. I keep forgetting that, you know, the reason I'm doing crappy damage is probably that I have two sets of spell de-enhancers. So, I mean, what do you expect? I mean, look at that. Only 50% chance to... Only 50% chance to petrify a fire giant, and those have really crappy MR. It's really annoying. Especially with almost 27 earth magic. I swear, the game, like, I almost want to believe, and I haven't checked the code for this, so don't take this as like the word of God or anything, but I'm almost convinced that the game picks and chooses which mutations will screw your character the worst. Like, you'll notice my troll didn't get minus spell power plus whiz, and I wanted it. It got the thing that screwed it the worst, which was Berserkitis. Now, that's probably nonsense. I don't think the code actually does that, but maybe it does. I do think that it's going to be in your nature as a person to remember the situations that were worse for you, and that's probably all that's happening here. But I am just going to point it out as something interesting I've noticed. Okay, some books, stuff I don't really need. Get excited every time I see these dudes because that's some more meat for me to test out. Rugged brown scales. Yes, I'm eating while I'm fighting. I don't care. Feel yourself wasting away. Ah, man. Not good. Also, we lost our claws at some point. Oh my god. Cool. We've got 3. Let's see how bad. Well, actually, my spell power on Shatter isn't too nerfed. I'm only 2 pips away from maximum, despite having 3 spell de-enhancers now. Jeez. I'm getting robbed is what's happening. Yeah, having played 2 games in a row where I've only found a few mutation potions. What did we find? Like 4? I guess that's a decent number, but yeah, we shouldn't have blown through those. I should have just lived with Frail and whatever the other mutation was, because now we're completely out. But with that said, I've had 2 games in a row where there have been way less mutation potions than I would like, and I'm not used to that, so I wonder... I mean, I haven't checked the changelog or anything, but I wonder if they recently, perhaps in Trunk, reduced the spawn rate of mutation potions. Just a thought. Let's walk away from this stuff. Okay, there's invisible things. I just want to get upstairs. Cool. I believe that Iron Shot will even miss more. Let's stat form here. Oh, come on. I'm going to shatter to kill the floating eye. That was spooky. Let's just keep shattering. Alright, I'll teleport. I have enough teleport that this is not that big of a deal. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm going to channel. Okay. Lamp works. Now let's... Oh man, can't dig through this. We're at the very northernmost point. But I want to be somewhere a little bit safer than out in the open like this. So let's dig here. Much better. Okay, good. A little bit concerned there, just because, well, you know, stone giants can do quite a lot of damage. Stone giants don't really level off in danger in a lot of ways, even later into the game. He can still do something like 65 damage to me, and it wouldn't take too many of those to bring down my 190 hit points. So it's something to keep in mind. Alright, let's go Staff Form. And then Staff of Earth and get our spell power a little more powerful. And just kill it with Iron Shots, hopefully. Staff Form here is, of course, because I want RN+. Take a little bit less drain. The last thing we need right now is less skill. Wow, what is going on with this? Oh, he's got a Ring of Flight on. Okay. I was like, why is he not dying? It's really strange. Yeah, monsters that wear a Ring of Flight actually are flying all the time. So they will be resistant to shatter. So sometimes a monster will be resistant to shatter and you don't expect it to be. Frederick goes down super fast. A little bit of irony there, since I remember my troll was having a little trouble killing him in Tomb. Granted, that was more about what was around him rather than him himself. We'll go to a different staircase here. As I was saying, once I make enough noise on one staircase, I kind of want to just move somewhere else. Unless I think I've cleared most of the level, which at this point we kind of have. this is fine. You know, a single Titan is not that big of a deal. I mean, especially for us, we can just shatter him to death, you know. Boots of Insurance. Everything wants to give me RC minus today for some reason. So we can't petrify this. We pretty much have to use Iron Shot with very low spell power compared to what we could have, but he dies all the same. Yeah, look at that. That resist 4 times in a row, resist at 63%. Certainly something. That's our Ziggurat. Much like the Troll, I think I'm probably going to do some Ziggurat. Really easy chance for some fast experience via Shatter. Can't imagine we'll have too much trouble doing at least 5 floors. Maybe more. If we had Necromutation online before going in, we could possibly do the whole Zig. Maybe not just with Shatter, but we could do a significant portion of it. Oh my god. He kept healing himself. It was getting a little frustrating. Alright. Final floor of depths, and then we'll cut the video short. Coming up on the Zot entrance, which technically, if we wanted to, we could roll up into Zot right now. We're not... It's not like we're not ready for it, really. What am I doing? I need to be in staff form for this. There we go. We do a ton of damage with our Stone Claws, which we apparently have claws again. At least level 1 of it. Let's get away from where we made all this noise. Rest up. Okay, that's a Juggernaut. That's too much stuff. As much as I think I can kill a Juggernaut very easily, I don't want to do it with all that stuff around. Let's take the 3rd downstairs, the one that we haven't been to yet. And honestly, some of this stuff, even though it flies, you just do so much damage with repeated applications of this thing that it's not too big of a deal. Oh no. Let's blink. And he's got to hit the Python or the Adder. Snakes are really good against Juggernauts because they can only attack so fast. That is to say, not very fast. Whoops. Okay, that's okay. Didn't do too much damage to us. Let's keep on walking. I'm gonna staff form even if it does make me slower. There's just too much stuff here and that flayed ghost. He blew me right off the staircase. Well, I want a Phantom Mirror. You don't get a lot of use out of these later in the game anyway, so it can't really hurt. I want a Staff of Earth. And I'll Iron Shot this thing to death. And now I'm gonna shatter with the full force of the Staff of Earth. And just punch things, and they will die. Eventually. There we go. Not half bad. Let's do staff form. Actually, let's get out of here. Jeez. Way too much damage. Oh, man. Got hit with a large rock, dispelling breath, missed us, but hit us before knocking me out of staff form. Yeah, that could have been bad. Okay, we've got the MR/2, and here comes a Vampire Knight. It's not good. Let's make snakes. Let's make more snakes. I just want to block the way with snakes, so he can't. Paralyze me. More and more snakes. Just waiting for MR/2 to go away. He's got invisible up. I'm going to swap on Siv. Okay, MR/2 is over. Meaning that we can't be paralyzed and we can just take him out. I'll put my RF++ back on and do the rest of the level. Man, I'm going to be real excited for when my spell power is not nerfed. Oh, hey, our manual is done. So why don't we just... I think that the best move right now is to train nothing but spell casting. Especially since once I get it high enough, I'll have no hunger. I can eventually have no hunger and shatter if I get to like 27 spell casting. It's unlikely that that'll happen that way, but especially with our slow experience gain, -1 apt, I mean. But you never know. These guys. Well, we have our core. Let's vulnerability. Well, no, we've got the blurry vision. It's choices, huh? I think I want to go and pull only the one. Okay, good. He's being paralyzed, petrified. And it dies very easily to shatter once it's petrified. Now that was only a 28% chance, so I shouldn't pretend like that's simple to pull off. On the other hand, 28 is fairly high. Under normal circumstances, I would consider that to be more than high enough to reliably get something petrified. The only reason I say it's not is that Caustic Strikes move insanely fast. Oh man, he's flying. So LRD works against him, but Shatter does not. Wow, this is... Okay, fine. I misplayed here. I'm gonna have to take a step and then pog away. Whoa! Okay, let's take a step and then haste and then walk away. Really bad misplays. Might have died there. Also, we've got a bazaar. A bazaar is here. We don't have much gold, so I don't think I'm going to go into it. This was not announced, meaning that it will last forever. Okay, let's be a little more careful. Part of that misplay was that for some reason I thought that I thought the Shatter would work really well against the Bone Dragon because he's LRDable, but he's flying, so not really. Just spam LRD though, that works just fine. Okay, we just spammed a ton of Petrify on the Tengu at 46%. Didn't work, so we'll reset. Too many Caustic Strikes for me. More stair dancing required. Oh, come on. Come on. I'm gonna use Clouds on these guys. And you know what? I'll just use Pog actually to reset the fight. Not gonna catch me. Does he resist? He resisted, didn't he? Yeah, resist with almost no effort. Technically, we could be feared here, but it's not likely, and we have ways out of it. Let's get out. He has a battle sphere on. Caustic Strikes are on this staircase, so we'll use this one. You know, he's going to lose eventually. He's going to lose the resistance roll, I promise. He's just getting very lucky. There we go. Now he dies to Shatter. Get more intelligence. Now he had the Lajatong of Order. Really good weapon. Far too late for us to be swapping to it. But really good nonetheless. I want to say that Zot. Oh wait, no, we already found the entrance. For a second, I thought Zot was over here. Instead, we've got this weird little water vault. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna shatter our way in, or I'm gonna open it up with shatter anyway. It was already open, but I want to be able to see all the way in. Actually, we could walk in if we clear out. If we were to clear out all these little things, under normal circumstances, this would be prohibitively costly for food. But because we've got Staff of Energy, it's not. That didn't quite work out. Stat form, and then we'll just punch. Okay, cool. This is silly. I would just use one flight potion and walk right over here. Finding nothing of value. Wow, what a garbage vault. What a really bad vault. Just blink out. I need snakes to block this stuff. And while it's blocking it, well, I thought that LRD would do this for me, but maybe not. It's not really worth it at all, is it? They killed him almost instantly, which, I mean, it's not like it surprises me, but I guess I thought maybe I'd get like a turn or two out of it instead of just instantly dead. Okay, okay, we got one of them petrified. Nice. Let's... He doesn't want to die from LRD, so let's just shatter him. Oh, no, he ran out. Alright, I'm going to cloud this stuff, and then I'm going to pog away. That, unfortunately, made a Shrike go into the pog. So I'm going to... Oh, boy. I'm going to teleport... Come on. Okay. Not a big deal. I have a ton of teleports lying around. We will not do Vestibule in this video. Since this is taking so long. We're a little bit over an hour now. I'm going to reset this fight. Really, I just need to be able to petrify the Caustic Shrikes if I want to kill them with any kind of ease. I could also just spam Shatter and try it even if they're flying and probably kill them, but... Okay, so that's Depths 5. That's all of Depths, actually. Hour and 2 minutes, we did Elf and Depths, not too terrible. Not going to go into Zot. Zot's going to be really miserable on this character, I think, just because we have no way of easily killing huge groups of Draconians. We're going to have to, one by one, Iron Shot, so on and so forth. So I think I'm going to wait until my spellcasting is up a bit. Actually, once we can afford this Grand Grimoire, Malign Gateway is going to make this character a lot better. But I'll tell you what we're going to do. Once we do Vaults 4, or Vaults 5 I should say, once we do Vaults 5, there should be enough gold in there. Should be enough gold in here to easily afford the Malign Gateway book. Then we'll be able to cast Malign Gateway. We'll start training summonings and translocations to prepare ourselves for that. Maybe even Amnesia off Summon Forest, probably will. Yeah, so that'll work out really well. Yep, okay. So we'll do that. Next video, Vaults 5, probably Vestibule as well. Yeah, Vaults 5, Vestibule, maybe something else. Probably not. Just a quick little video next time, hopefully. But until then, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I am signing off.